Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. I'm up here at the Narrows. I'm at the bottom side of the Narrows. I was going to kind of do a little pan, show you where I'm at. Notice the chop on the water. This is a perfect chop. They are not running any water. Zero generation. First time in a long time. I stopped here. I was going to go on up above, and there wasn't any wind up further. It is now, but when I first pulled up here, the wind kind of started right here. It's blowing out of the south, so it's blowing down this way, and it's not blowing hard, but it's just perfect for the chop that it's putting on the water. There's still a little bit of current here. Being the Narrows, there's always current, and fish are midging. They're pretty active. They're feeding on midges on the surface, and so I put on a black number 14 zebra midge and got 5X tippet. I've got a 5-weight Axiom 2 Temple Fort fly rod, 5-weight, 9-foot 4-piece, and I've got, like I said, 5X tippet. I tried to bend the barb down on this hook because I'm catching so many fish. It's a little zebra midge. It's got a nickel head and nickel wire. I'm fishing about 2 feet under a small indicator. I'm sitting at about 1.5 foot of water, and I'm casting out into 2.5 foot, maybe a little bit more, a little bit deeper. The channel is just, that was bottom. The channel, do this officially, this is the first cast. The channel is just beyond where I'm casting, and I'm casting out about 40 feet or so. There's a little bit of chop. There's a bite, I missed. I'm getting a little bit itchy on the trigger. I kind of wanted to catch one the first cast, but I didn't, so I'm just very slight current, do a little mend. I've got the GoPro on super view so you can see the long drift that I'm making. Actually, I'm catching fish before the float gets there. Had another fish just midge right there. Nobody up here fishing. I'm really surprised. There are a few boats out down below Fall Creek. I'm not sure if they had scheduled this, you know, no generation or not. I didn't look. So it was a surprise to me. I was going to come out and, there's one. I was going to come out and fly fish anyhow. Several guys fly fished in the tournament yesterday, fishing a jig under a float, and did really good. So that's what I was going to come up here and do. But when I left the dock, the water looked awfully still, so I called the core number, and it said 0 generation, so pretty cool. It's just a little one. Oh, he's gone. I was going to put a double fly on and put a scud underneath this, but you know, there's really no reason for me to. I got Jackson in the boat. It's in the 40s today, so it's not too cold to bring him. Supposed to get a little rain. Very little rain this evening sometime. But it's supposed to be in the 60s by Tuesday. I wrote a fish report on Ozark Anglers forum, and it's kind of an incomplete. I wanted to get all my thoughts written down in regarding the shad kill situation, the threadfin shad. As far as this lake, and really as far as all the lakes around here, I'm sure the lake temperature is down in the 30s, and threadfin shad really can't survive that cold of water. I don't think it's going to wipe out any populations, but it's going to set them back a lot. I don't know a lot about threadfins. I just know that they don't live in lakes north of us, primarily because of the temperature in those lakes. I'm not getting bit now. Phooey. I was going to try several different flies here. I was going to try a scad too, but I had like 3 fish on 3 casts before I turned the camera on. I think I might be fishing a little bit too deep. I really don't want to be dragging the bottom with this zebra midge. It's not a fly that you want to fish the bottom. You want to fish up off the bottom. And sometimes you want to fish it just below the surface. I'm only going to fish it about a foot now. See what happens with that. Zebra midge is a fly that imitates a midge in the larva stage that's swimming up from the bottom to the surface, where it will hatch and fly off, come back, lay eggs. So it's a fly that the fish find in the water column up off the bottom. I've actually got my motor down in the gravel. That's what's keeping me in one spot. I'm going to try one more little drift, and I'm going to move. Of course, our tournament went real well. We had some nice fish weighed in. I think 14 pounds won the tournament. That's 8 trout. We had a real nice brown weighed in, about 7 pounds. Unfortunately, they didn't have a lot of fish to go with that one big brown. I'm going to raise the trim on my motor, and so I'm going to drift down with this with the current. See, fish are midging just all around my float. I guess they just got wise real quick to my fly. Yeah, they're going to town. Huh. But it is nice to see some down water. It's so much fun to be able to get out here and fly fish like this. There's one. A nice pretty male. Got a lot of good color to them. The fish I'm catching all have big bellies. There we go. Oh, my float just went under. Eat it again. Kind of reeling in some of this extra line. Usually at the bite on the zebra midge, they're kind of taking it under, kind of slow. It's not a real subtle bite. When they take the fly, they generally take the float under. I'm drifted down into some deeper water. I might have to drop my fly a little bit. Nope, a little one. I'll make this just a little deeper. When I'm drifting down away from the bar, it gets deeper as I go down. Huh. Little fish. Actually look like these are just stalkers. Hadn't been in the lake very long. Come on. Even though these are barbless, you still have to, so small they really grab a hold. I'm actually losing my chop. I want to get up off the channel. A little bit more. Okay. I think what I'd like to do is fish this another 5 minutes or so and then tie on a scud and go up into the narrows and fish a scud up there. I want to do a couple things while I'm out, doing one cast at least. Tell you what, I'm gonna leave it like that because I've got a bunch of fish down here midging down below me. Camera's set up for it. They look like pretty small fish though. Missed him. It's kind of blowing me over to this side, which I don't want to go too far over here. Yep, he's got hit. That wind might really pick up with this rain coming in. Ooh, I guess so. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and put a scud on. We're going to go up in the Narrows and put the motor down in the gravel, so I'm not going to be blown around. Be right back. Okay, I am up off the channel at the Narrows. You can kind of see where I'm at. It's not real deep here. I've tied on a double scud rig. There's that's a brown scud's about a number 14. Actually, it could be a 12. 5X tippet to another gray scud. It's a little smaller, and then to a float. I'm only going to make this about 1.5 feet deep to the first fly, but then it's about 2.5 feet to the second fly. These flies are weighted. They are going to sink. They are going to sink really slow. But the thing is, I'm not fishing very deep water at all. Still got some current. And they'll probably hit bottom someplace right in there. And hopefully there's a fish there waiting on them. I do have some green algae on the bottom, so could pick up some of that with my scuds once they get to the bottom. But it's all right, that's where the fish are. I might have to do some adjusting. my float. Might make it a little bit deeper if I feel like I'm not getting down like I should. That was the bottom. I'm going to make an adjustment. So I'm going to cast out a little further and probably going to be a little deeper water. There's no moss on the flies, which is good. So I put a couple feet, moved it a couple feet there. Yeah, wind's really picked up since I've been out here. It was blowing just a little bit, then it stopped, and I'm pretty sure it's that rain that's coming in. Uh-oh. Oh, I got a John boat coming up and he's on the wrong side. Ooh, can't yell at him. Yeah. One of my John boat rentals guys that are out now, they're starting to come this way. Hopefully they're gonna know where the channel is. Yeah, that wind. It's okay. If the water was running and I was jig fishing, I'd be going home, but I don't mind it fly fishing. I can control my fly. They saw me. Hopefully they didn't get in any gravel. Might have been a bite. My scuds are not working. Okay, I'm gonna try something else. Well, I'm up here in the Narrows, and I've got a double scud rig on. The first one's a bead head. It's about a 16 bead head scud, and The second one is just a regular 14 gray scud. The beadhead scud is about 8 or 10 inches from the bottom scud. And I put the beadhead on is kind of a weight to get that, well, to get both of them down. I could catch fish on either one, but that beadhead's going to get that. Ooh, my gosh, there's a great big old fish. Oh, I'm telling you, that thing's every bit of 30 inches. Wow. I don't know what it is. It's swimming up that way. I might have spooked him. I think he was right down here. Gosh. Kind of look like a brown. I'm fishing kind of on the edge of the channel. I think I'm in fairly deep water. It's probably 3 feet. I've just dropped my motor down in the gravel so I can sit in one place and fish. Sure like to see that big fish come back. I think I'm going to get up here so I can see a little better. He was a very light complected fish, so I could really see him pretty clear on that dark background. That's why I think it was a brown. Oh, I just missed one. I've got the bars bent down on these flies, so I might be releasing some of these long distance, as they say. There's one. Beginning to wonder if they knew what a scud looked like. It's another dark male. He's not as pretty. First one. The camera's fine. Pretty stocky fish. This one has got a belly on him too. Eating well. He took the beadhead scud, not the bottom one. I might have to go looking for that big fish. He might stay in this shallow area. It's got a lot of food in it. I am really tempted to put on a streamer after this and go up the top and come down through here and strip something. Last drift on the Scud. That wind died down. Okay. I've got that zebra edge on this other rod, even though they are not. They're not midging. I'm still going to throw that just a second, just see what happens. Give it one. Oh, there's a midge. Sorry, Jack. Oh. I want to get it over, way over in the channel. And maybe that's why. Huh. Should stay with the zebra mids, Jack. It's another male. Seems like our rainbows have stayed in spawning mode for an awfully long time. Short, stubby male. Got the big mouth, big jaw. Try that again. I wanted to throw that streamer when, oh, missed him. When the wind was blowing real hard. Fell. Another bite. I wasn't looking. Golly. He was running with it. Probably a little one. See, they get real smart real quick. Probably can't see my line over there. Let me throw it out this way. Okay. Those guys were hitting it as soon as they hit the water. What, 3 or 4 times in a row, and then nothing. Hit something behind me. There's a bump. And there he came back. Lost him. Yeah, you go to these, you know, if you pinch down your barb and you're using barbless, you're going to lose some fish, which is okay. Okay, well, it's awesome that they've shut the water off. I think this is going to be a pattern. I think we're going to see, I hope so, some down water this week. In the coming weeks, we're not supposed to get any rain to amount to anything. This snow is not going to add much water to the watershed, to the lakes. You know, a lot of this runs. Just seeps into the ground. Some people asked me at church this morning about the heavy generation that the news came out and talked about the core. Nah, it's not gonna happen. I don't understand that. I have no explanation for that. It didn't happen during the super cold weather we had. They didn't run but 2 or 3 units of the 4, and our lakes are low, so we're not going to get flooded with any kind of runoff. So that's kind of a non-story. But we are excited about the downwater and the chance to fly fish and do some things that we haven't been able to do for quite a while. So thanks for watching, and I am going to chase a big fish, so I'm going to leave the camera on, and if I hook him, you'll see him at the end. Thanks.